So before I begin, I want to say that even though this is a very good set, not every set was this good, not every set was positive, but I think overall this team is very strong. Um, this team is actually a direct answer to the Empoleon Double Dragon line, because lines that I've been using in previous seasons weren't working for me anymore. I was losing a lot, and I thought, how could I beat specifically the Empoleon Double Dragon line, but also lines that are designed to beat that? Um, so I think the only thing that I can think of off the top of my head that would be an exact counter for this would be a fighter double charm team would beat me. But let's say there's the Empoleon lead, Magnezone beats Empoleon. Let's say they safe swap into Kingdra. Dragonite beats Kingdra because it gets to Dragon Claws much faster than the Kingdra gets to Outrage, and Octazooka is not going to do anything. And then if the Machamp had to go against the Dragonite, if it could land a Rock Slide, I could still win. So this is an extremely positive set that I had recently that I wanted to share before Ultra League ended. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Perfect!
So this was an amazing lead, and a lot of the leads in this match were good. Now they swap into a Tangrowth, and Magnezone can beat grass types if it spams Mirror Shot and gets the attack lowered, but I need to come in with Dragonite, and I need to win switch back. Because I need the Gyarados to go against the Magnezone, or I need them to I need to figure out how to get a Charmer out. I need to keep Machamp away from Charmers, so I need the Dragonite to bait, and I know that's probably not going to work in this particular match because the Dragonite's going to be so low by the time it gets there, but so I shield both of these because I really, really, really want to maintain switch. And the only reason I'm thinking this maybe works is because it's a Waterfall Gyarados, so I resist the waterfalls, and I might be able to do a lot of damage to the Gyarados with Dragonite, even though Dragonite's almost down. So, lots of Dragon Claws, lots of Dragon Breath. I'm a little nervous about how much energy this thing's gaining though, especially since now I have no shields. Here I want to get the shield or hit it. If I hit it, then Machamp can farm down, which is kind of good. And I'm thinking I could tank whatever this is if it's not a Mega Horn. Aerial Ace.
Just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound. Aerial Ace is a bad move, so even though it's super effective, Machamp can live it. And now Gyarados has a really tough decision, which is not even really a decision at all. It's go against a perfectly healthy Magnezone or get hit by Rock Slide. I am nervous about the energy though, and if this is a Hydro Pump, I'm in a lot of trouble. Not a lot of people run Hydro Pump though, so especially Hydro Pump with Waterfall is not a very common thing, so that's good game. Nice. Now, yeah, this one also had a really nice lead. Magnezone can beat Dragonite. I wasn't close to a Wild Charge, so I didn't throw it this time. And I don't really have any good answers to Escavalier, so Dragonite's always going to be the swap. Mega Horn did a lot more damage than I expected it to. That is such a hard hitting nuke. But I'm thinking I really, really need to win switch. but at the same time, I think I can live a drill run. I'm assuming they're not running Mega Horn Aerial Ace. Every S-Cavalier has drill run. And I don't think that they can get to another Mega Horn here, so I'm hoping this is drill run. It is, and yeah, we take it out. We maintain switch, which is good. Dragonite comes in. We still have a positive matchup. 2 shields though is not great. Again, my play with Magnezone is always Wild Charge dip. So it's not to win switch against this thing. Because now if they have a Charmer, they're going to take it in, bring it out, and then Magnezone can beat a Charmer and a Dragonite. If it's a head-on shields. But I did shield that because the Dragonite's staying in, which means whatever's in the back is weak to Machamp. So, because they stayed in and they don't want whatever's in the back to see Machamp, I think it's safe to bait there. And then I can shield and then I can take out the Dragonite. I do overfarm a little bit, expecting them to swap out, but they don't, and I go for it, and they swap out right as I went for the Rock Slide into an Empoleon. So, well played there.
Bruh.
I don't think it really matters though, because I overcharged, I was able to get to this cross chop, and Empoleon's pretty much dead weight at this point. And Magnezone is still pretty healthy and has a very good matchup against an unshielded Dragonite. An unshielded Dragonite that's at under half HP, so this is pretty much good game. Well played. Well played. I could have gone for the Mirror Shot, but I love Wild Charge, so we are going to Wild Charge. Gengar. Pretty neutral. They usually run Shadow Punch, which isn't really going to bother me. So I decide to tank the Shadow Punch, and I'm going to do what I always do, which is going to be Wild Charge and Dip. But there's always a chance with the Wild Charge that they think I'm going to be baiting, because a lot of people like to bait with the first move. And they called my bluff, and they were wrong. So, Wild Charge and Dip. I need to go into that Dragonite now. Now this is okay if they swap out, because Machamp and Magnezone have a very good matchup against another Machamp and a Lapras, especially if the Machamp goes against the Machamp. And their Machamp was already damaged by Dragonite, so I'm thinking this is probably okay. One thing I'm noticing is that they still have 2 shields. I still have 2 shields. So if my Machamp's going to beat their Machamp, I need 2 shields. So I kind of want Lapras to use all of its energy here. Which they do. I think they were worried I would get to a Wild Charge, and then Machamp wouldn't come in. But Machamp's coming in anyway. They didn't know I had a Machamp. And I'm going to farm down. I'm going to take this Lapras to farm town. And now that I'm ahead on energy, I'm ahead on HP, and we have even shields. So this is pretty much good game, as long as I didn't miscount how many counters it got against the Dragonite. I'm pretty sure it was only 1 counter. So we'll see. Pretty straightforward matchup at this point. It's just don't let him get any extra counters in, and then I'm pretty safe. Here I'm thinking I could probably just counter down, which might have been the better play. I know I had one right here, but I was worried that if they went to go throw at the same time I went to go throw, I'd be in trouble if I lost the MP tie.
Perfect.
Now this is also an amazing lead. I need this thing to be against the Magnezone at all costs. So, and then they swap into, like, this is just a perfect match. This match was pretty perfect until the end. The end I get into a little bit of trouble. So their line, it turns out, is kind of an opposite to my line. So I want to draw out the Charmer. They lead with the Charmer. And I'm not going to say it, I'll show you. You'll see it in a bit. But this Umbreon did do its job. Now here, I really want to get to a Rock Slide, because I really want to do as much damage as possible to this Clefable. But I don't get to it. I probably should have just thrown the Cross Chop. Now here, I know they can swap out, and they're not swapping out. Which means whatever's in the back is weak to Magnezone as well. Because you would never bring a Clefable, have a Clefable stay in against a Magnezone. And I'm just going to go Mirror Shots. Wild Charge is the better move. They still have shields. So I'm going to go for the attack drop and the super effective damage. And then this happens. The Abomasnow can beat me because it's spammier, and Weather Ball's a better move than Mirror Shot. So what I'm thinking is, what I have to do is sacrifice the Dragonite. I need this thing to use its energy. And they do right before I get to a Dragon Claw, which is fine. Dragonite's going to go down. Now they're energy dry. They have no shields. And I can probably get to enough Mirror Shots to take this out and then the Clefable. With this thing I have to throw Mirror Shots. The Clefable, it doesn't matter. But this thing resists electric moves. So as bad of a move Mirror Shot is, I still have to use it against the Abomasnow, because Ice takes super effective from Steel. And I'm pretty sure that they're switch locked, so they have to let this thing go down. Weather Ball is resisted, but I'm pretty low, and I'm nervous when this is coming through. But I do survive it, and I can build up 1, 2, 3, and then I need to get rid of this thing before it hits me again. But I also resist Charm, so my goal is to get to this Wild Charge and then take out the Clefable, and that's a good game.
Hadouken!
Now this is the last one, and this Empoleon lead is exactly what this line was designed for. But they didn't swap into Kingdra, they swapped into Gallade, which I guess is better in a way, but Confusion does a lot of damage. Oof. My Dragonite's job all day was just to absorb not very effective nukes from Mega Horn to close combat. Confusion does, however, take me out, because Confusion is a very strong, fast move. And I have to admit here I wasn't counting, so I didn't know that this was a Leaf Blade. Well done. But I got rid of the Gallade. Tangrowth comes in, which is fine, because Empoleon is taken out by Machamp probably better than Magnezone. And as I said, I can beat grass types if I just spam Mirror Shot, because I resist everything it throws at me, and it only resists the Wild Charge. So if I get the attack drop, I definitely win. And if I don't get the attack drop, I soft lose, farm down with Machamp, and then beat Empoleon. And we shield nothing. And they swap. I got sack swapped so many times this set, but I still won because this team is just an amazing team.
Bruh.
I was so upset. It was like the second or third time that had happened to me in this set. But Machamp is going to do okay. He's going to come in and clean up. Counter does so much damage that Empoleon can't keep up. And now they're out of... I decided to risk it here, and I thought this lag meant they were throwing a charge move, and I was nervous, but... and I go for Rock Slide because I think it does a little more damage, even though Cross Chop is more efficient. And I still had a Magnezone, so I think I'm fine.
Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again!
A little joke, because my teammate, my opponent was wearing the Rocket uniform. So yeah, I mean, if you liked the video, awesome, thank you. Give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and tell me what you liked and disliked about it, because this is kind of an interesting hobby for me, and I would like to get better at it. So leave comments down below, and tell me what you think. Awesome, and I'll see ya. Bye.